got him. All hooked like chronic. Ask mama what she wants, she say gin and tonic. That's so ironic, cause I was rocking do-rag before the Lakers beat the Supersonics. Honest, I got truth, I got proof. Before I had a booth, before I had a mixer, before I held a mic, it's the birth of the new rap genre. Who this dude with long hair, bitch, I'm the epitome of island rap. Find me where the gangsters at, posted like an alley cat. And I don't want no problems, but my tech can make your alley scat. My head harder than my brother.
You know what I'm saying? Alberni and Jervis, you know what I'm saying? As a little kid, we used to play football out here, play tag, ride our bikes and shit, jump motherfucking ramps and shit, you know what I'm saying? And then as the years went by, it progressed into getting money. We was out here hustling, grinding, you know what I'm saying? Shooting, the whole shit, you know? But you know, my mama grew up here in this house, you know what I'm saying? 1016 Alberni Street. My grandmother bought this motherfucker in like 1956. You know what I'm saying? So my mama was born and raised in the same house. And me and my brother was born and were raised in the same house also, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is the neighborhood, man. This is where it all went down. This is where I grew up at. This is where I learned how to rap. This is where I learned manhood. This is where I learned how to hustle. Everything, man, you know what I'm saying? Not only from the grinding aspect, when we start doing the music, this is the house where we used to order the CDs and tapes and stack them in my back room in the closet, man, and smaller boxes of packages and take them to record stores and distribution spots, City Hall, Music People, T.Y. Uzi in Oakland, West Sounds over the ramp, Creative Music in San Francisco, you know what I'm saying, everywhere, man. And you know, earlier in the beginning, this is where the operation was being ran out of, you know what I'm saying, 1016 Alberni Street. You know, real monumental, real at the height of our career when we was really hot. This motherfucker was like a tourist attraction. We used to be standing out here posted, car full of motherfuckers that drive up, taking pictures, jump out like, oh, is that the Totally Insane house? And, you know, it was like, you know, some real shit popping off up in this motherfucker. A 24-hour weed spot, crack spot, you know what I'm saying? Niggas used to be all out here hustling and shit. And then we got sophisticated, turned into a 24-hour weed spot where you can come from the club, man, 3 o'clock in the morning, come get you a couple sacks of weed or whatever, eighth, you know, whatever you need, and, you know, get it. But this is where the music was inspired. We shot the video here on the roof. If you look over here on the side of the yard, this is where we shot the Backstreets Life album cover at. Come on, we go up in there. Lady cool, she be letting us post up and shit. Yeah, we shot a few videos here, you know what I'm saying? 1016. This is the soil, man. Them bars right there used to be notorious back in the day. Yeah, so right here on the side of the house, this is where we shot the Backstreets Life house. It looks a lot different now, but this is where we shot the Backstreets Life album cover at. We had the photographer shoot from the street and we was kind of like walking toward them. So you can see the house and shit in the back. We shot the Backstreets Life video on this roof right here. If y'all go back and check out the Backstreets Life video, y'all see this roof. Then here we go again. We had the smoke coming out the front door. We had the smoke machine in the living room, had the whole house smoking. Mom was going off. She came home, the whole house was smoking. Yeah. So, you know, the Backstreets Life album cover was shot here. Going in this hole, you know what I'm saying? The inside of the cover was shot right there. Me, 10, and TC was right here. TC was sitting on the steps. Me and Tim standing in the back. We had Michael Washington, mom, Big Cat, Lexus, brand new Lexus sitting in the driveway. That was on the back of the album cover. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is the history, man. It's Totally Insane, you know what I'm saying? This is where it all started. This is where it was inspired from. This is where the music came from. This is where the ideas came from. This is where the videos came from. And, you know, this is home. This is the soil, you know. Like I said, when I was a little bitty kid, we used to play basketball and baseball and football out here in the street, tag and bike tag and all kind of shit all around this neighborhood, all over the city, you know what I'm saying? House parties and shit, block parties. Man, shit. This is it, man. Alberni, man, East Palo Alto, man, you know. This is the birthplace of Totally Insane right here, you know what I'm saying?
I like to think that Totally Insane were one of the artists that really helped put East Palo Alto, or East Palo Alto as sometimes people would call it back in the day, on the map And there's so many great artists from there when you stop and you think about it, including Chunk, of course. And East Palo Alto was a city that there was so many different, I mean, there's the EPA compilation, I don't know if you know that one.
Dead on Arrival, right?
Yeah, and that one too is just incredible. And so many great artists. And I would venture to say, you know, with like Sean T, Chunk, Funk Lab All Stars, so many people from Palo Alto that, you know, it had its own unique style, just like Vallejo had a distinctive style. And that's the thing about, you know, the regional rap, as it was called back then, is that the Bay Area was very distinctive. And even within the Bay Area, you know, these different cities and different places, and Sacramento, you know, the hardcore, you know, it's more than a coincidence that Brother Lynch Hung and X-Rated have that sort of hard horrorcore style. You know, and so many people like from Sacramento, and then when you get in like Fresno, Tracy, different places like in California, we're going beyond the Bay Area, but they're all linked, and they all have their own different styles. Earlier I talked about the Darkroom Familia. They were, you know, they had a very distinctive style too, and that's all part of Northern California, Bay Area, you know, rap music history.
Particular, bubbled eye vehicular. I moved in emotion and have a roller coasting. She ain't really into the boasting and the commotion. I know I said I lead the game, but what the game is without the star player playing. Were you famous for starting arguments and the spousal abuse to follow? But it don't really work it, cause we'll be grinding tomorrow, and I'll be gone in November. The groups will surely follow. But